Howdy, you beautiful souls. I hope you're having a blessed day today. So, we're just on here. We're just gonna, yeah, got the old pit rip there. I just noticed that. Anywho, so we're just gonna yap, do a little yapping, do a little reading, kind of the same thing. So, we're doing some welding videos and we're doing this, and we're just trying a little bit of everything. And that's kind of what I want to go for with this page. Is just, if I'm working on something, set it up and record. If I'm welding on something, we'll do that. If I want to speak what's on my mind and try and give a little bit of advice and just sit and have a safe space for someone to come and hang out and listen to me just see things from my perspective, right on. And every other little thing in between. That's where we're going with this. So I got three tunes. We got Hate It or Love It by The Game, Nobody Told Me by Puddle of Mudd, and Dancing on the Ceiling by Lionel Richie. That's a good one. They're all good. But like, whoa, what a feeling when you're dancing on the ceiling. Right? Oh, go listen to it. Go listen to them all. They're heaters. They're good tunes. Good tunes. Good tunes. Anywho, my topic, see, I'm just gonna just talk wherever it goes. It's kind of the goal with this, is I just speak what's on my mind and go here, there, and everywhere on little topics. But to start talking about the videos and trying to figure out what creation, right, or what, just trying to find a niche is where I'm at, right? So like a guy might blend these conversations in with working on stuff, which I plan to do that anyways. With the welding machine, that's a little difficult. But if a guy's wrenching on stuff, I feel like you can, get audio quality a lot better, a lot more gooder. I need to pick up a microphone again. But that can be a later on thing. Either way, we're going to talk about the aspect of fear. Because with these videos and stuff, like, a guy can be like, oh man, what's everybody gonna think? And oh, maybe I'm not doing this right, or I'm not doing that right, or I just kind of got to the point where I'm like, man, you gotta grab the bull by the horns. You gotta look fear right in the eyes. Say, okay, let's tango. Let's do this. You're never gonna know unless if you try. You don't know what the end result is going to be until you do something about it. Take action. So that's where I'm at. Yeah, it's a little slow start. And, there's a lot of variables I find that, but for the most part, they're what ifs. And like I said, if I get 2 views on a video, right on. And already my videos are getting more views than that. Right there. So I'm helping a small little group of people. And I'm just being silly and sharing my honest thoughts and opinions. Why wouldn't I? Like I said, I feel like I have a very valuable message, and there are things that I can talk about that help others. So why would I be scared to do that? Because, in my opinion, I'm taking that leap of faith. It's gonna work. It's gonna. Because I'm willing to take the action. Yeah, being a content creator, like something I'm starting to realize and watching other creators, is you're not gonna get the views if you don't friggin' try. You know what I mean? And so sometimes you just gotta say, F it. I'm trying to refrain from the use of foul language. I've been working really diligently on that. And I see results. And I'm really proud of myself for that. And yeah. Just go for it. How else are you going to find out? And that's what I've been doing for myself. And I've been putting me first, all in the actions of doing that, because I feel like in order to make it work properly, I got to stop worrying about everybody else's opinions and trust my gut. Trust that inner knowing that it's going to work out. Trust my intuition. You know? And like the welding things, I'm just thinking like, what? I have a certain amount of steel on the truck. And, you know, a guy can probably go to some welding shops and get scrap steel out of the bins and stuff. Either way, my goal is, what can I create out of this stuff? You know, I don't have to go and buy a whole bunch of material right now, especially in the beginning, especially starting out. I got stuff to use up, and it makes me use my brain. Like my next welding video, I don't know, I'm pretty excited about it. It's same thing. Just started using my little thinker and come up with something, and I think they're pretty sweet. So either way, you just gotta go for it sometimes. You know? You can be scared of every possible outcome, but I think the worst outcome is doing nothing about it. And staying stuck, staying trapped, staying in a, from my perspective, is a repetitive cycle. You know? If you got that thing you're itching to do, do it. That thing you need to say it. You know? And like for me, I changed my number. I totally cut out everything and just put myself and my relationship with God a priority. I made that a priority. And yeah, there might be people that say, oh, we miss you, and oh, I want to reach out and message you, and well, you can message me. Sure, really tell me. The problem is, there are people who think they did nothing wrong, but they know they did something wrong at the same time. They know they did something to hurt me. They're too proud to admit it because they don't like looking like a fool. And for me, my experience on that, my perspective, sometimes you just gotta take ownership and look like a dum-dum. Right? That's, as Ray says it best on Trailer Park Boys, it's the way she goes. You know? You gotta take accountability for your actions, because in order to forgive yourself, because at the end goal, or at the end of it all, yes, you may have hurt somebody else or may have done something else out of the aspect of being I'm going to say inconsiderate or selfish, possibly. You know, those are the words that are coming into my brain, so I'm going to speak them. And sometimes in order to learn the lessons and to learn the lessons and not continue doing that stuff, because we shouldn't be selfish. Like that's my opinion. You know, I've always been selfless. I give 110% of myself every friggin' time. Every time. To people, especially to people who don't deserve it. There are people who don't deserve it. And I think they're starting to realize that. But they're too proud to admit that, hey, yeah, I messed up. I hope you can see and understand, which I do. I've been the person who says, oh man, yeah, I screwed up. I'm dumb, you know. Sometimes you gotta embarrass yourself. That's the way she goes, man. No, we're not all perfect. We aren't. So, my aspect of, okay, yeah, you can reach out, you can message me. Not one person has come looking for me. Yeah, social media and messaging and all that works real great. But why can't you, if you want to reach out to me, or if you want me in your life that badly, come and show me. Come and show me. But if you're gonna, make sure you present yourself properly. And I'm being a little serious in this one, because I know for a certain fact there are people. I'm not saying names. I don't do that. I'm not going to call you out. I'm calling you out without saying your name. And you know that. And I'm sure there's going to be people on here watching that are like, what is he talking about? Well, there's people that did some bad things that, well, they don't want anybody to know about because they're pretty messed up. But either way, when you come and talk to me, you got to come and see me in person. We're not doing the messaging, or we're not doing that, because we all know somebody can hide behind a keyboard. But when you come, you know I can look right through the bullshit. So you better be ready to tell the truth and nothing but the truth, because the truth will set you free. It does. I'm a prime example of accepting my truths, accepting the truth of, there's some screwed up stuff going on behind my back. I accept that truth. I understand that, okay, there are people that are playing foul, and, well, that's their choice. There are consequences for those actions. There are. So, sometimes, in order to move forward, you have to do the things that you don't want to do, or that you're scared to do. Or you can stay stuck. It's your choice. Grow a pair of balls, or stay stuck. I mean, to keep it simple. To keep it simple. Because I'm just not trying to offend you, and if I bother you and make something in your, make you feel all squirmy or something, your soul is trying to tell you something, and I just irritate it and make it flare up, because it's like, come on, get this over with. You're making this worse for yourself, right? So, once again, I'm just a 23-year-old from the middle of nowhere, Alberta. But that's 23-year-old on this, like, to be honest with you, man, my soul is so old. So old. And I have a lot of wisdom to share. I do. And I pick up on energy. Everything in this entire universe is energy. Frequencies, vibrations. I pick up on that stuff. And it's really frustrating, because there are people who don't deserve to be in my energy, but continuously keep trying to pull on it. No. You want something? Take action. I want YouTube videos, and I want a relationship with God. I am taking action towards that. I am putting in the effort. Do I want people from my past that don't deserve me? No, I don't. Why would I? Why would I want that? I believe there might be some people, yes, but I feel like there's a good portion of people that just wanted to see me fail. So why would I want anything to do with that? Because I ain't failing. I am not. Failure is not an option. I can, I can start over and start over and start over and start over. That's not failing. That's not. In my opinion, that's not at all. Right? Why do you think, oh, I'm trying the welding thing? Well, if that wasn't really a success on the YouTube, what can I do? What pulls her together a little bit better, right? Which, once again, just give them my viewpoints, my perspectives, You want me in your life? Prove it. And I want other people that feel like they've been taken advantage of and that people are not seeing them for who they are to take note. Stick up for yourself. Take back your power. Don't let those people just continuously walk all over you and run your life. Fuck them. Pardon my language, but fuck them. Sometimes a guy, to get the honest to God truth out, you gotta curse. You gotta really put it into perspective. Because nowadays, you can't slap people across the head because, oh, I'm a sensitive little baby. No. So yeah, you give them a verbal smack. Because it's disgusting what people think they can do. Especially, there are people that have done stuff to me that they know what I went through. And they know some of the nasty stuff I endured. And they still chose to do it. That hurts, man. That hurts. Which, I'm not going to let it get me down. No. I have to understand that everything happens for a reason. God has a plan. And you know what? The nasty stuff that happens to you, it makes you a real, it makes you, that's the easiest way. Makes you a better person. If you choose to see it that way. You can go cold. You can be angry at the world. You can be angry at everybody that's done something to you, but why? Why? You're selling your soul to the devil if you just continue to stay stuck in that. I'm going to call it how it is because I'm not standing for the BS anymore. Because it's quite sickening, some of the things that have been done to me. And those people just think they can still just, yeah. I really, really want to just start talking about it. And really, really just start saying names and calling people out for what they've done. Which, I'll tell you right now, there's going to be a time when that happens. I have a lot of respect. I do. And that's why I continuously, I will talk about it. I will. I just really want someone to, come in and apologize. The truth will set you free. So, This went a little different. And once again, man, this is my journey. Judge me all you want. You know? Say all those nasty, rude things. How's that working out for you? Genuinely, I ask that question genuine. How is that working out for you? Because if I was a betting man, it's not working out that great. It's not working out in your favor. So, why do you keep doing it? And why do you do it to yourself? That's the biggest part, is it's torture to yourself. You know? Which, what do I know? What do I know? Anywho. Where are we gonna flip? Where are we gonna flip? Where are we gonna flip? Oh, yeah. Come on. Okay, we're in Isaiah 34. All right. Confirmation burp on that one. Oh, what? Why did I do that? Flipped her shut. Whoopsie daisies. That's okay. Alright, so $34 amplified version. Seems like an awful lot of traffic. Huh. Come near, you nations, to hear and listen, O peoples. Let the earth and all that is in it hear, and the world and all that comes forth from it. For the Lord is angry at all the nations, and his wrath is against all their armies. He has utterly doomed them. He has given them over to slaughter, so their slain will be thrown out, and the stench of their corpses will rise, and the mountains will flow with their blood. All the host of heaven will be dissolved, and the skies will be rolled up like a scroll. All their hosts, the stars and the planets, will also wither away. As a leaf withers from the vine, and as a fig withers from the fig tree. For my sword is satiated with blood in heaven. Indeed, it will come down for judgment on Edom, and on the people whom I have doomed for destruction. The sword of the Lord is filled with blood from sacrifices. It drips with fat, with the blood of lambs and goats, with the fat of the kidneys of rams. For the Lord has a sacrifice in Bozrah, Edom's capital city, and a great slaughter in the land of Edom. Wild oxen will also fall with them, and the young bulls with the strong bulls, and their land will be soaked with blood, and their dust made greasy with fat. For the Lord has a day of vengeance, a year of retribution for the cause of Zion. The streams of Edom will be turned into pitch, and its dust into brimstone, and its land will become burning pitch. The burning will not be quenched night or day. Its smoke will go up forever. From generation to generation it will lie in ruins. No one will ever again pass through it. But the pelican and the porcupine will take possession of it. The owl and the raven will dwell in it, and he will stretch over it. The measuring line of desolation and the plumb line of emptiness. Its nobles, there is no one there whom they may proclaim king, and all its princes will come, and all its princes will be nothing. Thorns will come up in its fortified palaces, nettles and brambles in its fortified cities. It will be a haunt for jackals, an abode for ostriches. The creatures of the desert will encounter jackals, and the hairy goat will call to its kind indeed. Lilith, the night demon, will settle there, and find herself a place to rest. There the arrow snake will make her nest and lay her eggs, and hatch them and gather her young under her protection. Indeed, the birds of prey will be gathered there to breed, every one with its own kind. Seek from the book of the Lord and read. Not one of these creatures will be missing. None will lack its mate, for his mouth has commanded, and his spirit has gathered them. The Lord has cast the lot for them, and his hand has divided and apportioned Edom to the wild beast by measuring line. They will possess it forever. From generation to generation they will dwell in it. Okay, we're at 26 minutes. Once again, yeah, so that so I really don't care if people are like, oh, where's this kid going with these videos, you know? Just rolling with it, man. Figuring it out, right? It's the only way we can. So, my relationship differs with God, differs from your relationship with God. And who's to say it has to be this way and this way only, and if you don't do it this way, you're going to go to hell? No, I don't believe in that. I don't. We're all human. We all get caught in the flesh. We all have those moments. We all, you know? And that's part of building our relationship and understanding that. And we're not perfect. But it's so beautiful because our relationship, everybody's relationship is different. You know what I mean? Even it could be real close, but there's always that little bit that's different, right? What else can I tell you, you know? So, yeah. I'm just going to keep doing this. I feel like it's right. So, we're going to rock it and roll it and see where she goes. Anywho, I hope you guys have a blessed day. And I really hope you enjoyed me just yapping, reading, talking about my relationship with God. And hope to catch you on the next one. Anywho, you take care. Keep your head high. I love you. I'm proud of you. Peace, love, rock and roll.